Welcome to the 2022 Heart of America Athletic Conference Men's Soccer Media Day. I'm Eric Bergrud, color commentator for the Kansas City Comets of the Major Arena Soccer League. Our next head coach is the new head coach at Grandview University, David Groves, who's joined by Jacob Gutierrez. How are you both doing today?
We're very good. Very good. A bit tired, but we're doing very well.
Yes. So great. Coach, let's start with you. You're taking over a Grandview program that was led by coaching legend Blair Reed, who was at Grandview for 37 years. How much does it mean to you to take over a program with so much history like Grandview's?
Yeah, I mean, it's a perfect opportunity for me. I look back at kind of what I've done and I've kind of felt like, hard work accumulated up, and I'm able to take over a program with rich tradition, great potential, in every sense of the word. I mean, Grandview Athletics is a leader in the NAI. I think there's no debate about that. And and the city of Des Moines is a wonderful place to live. And I'm just very grateful for the opportunity. The athletic administration has been great to work with. And, for me, this is the type of place that you want to settle down in. And you can see why Blair was here for 37 years. It's a great landing spot.
So Jacob, new head coach, new system. How has preseason gone so far?
It's been really good. I think a lot of the guys have been putting in a lot of hard work. You can tell over the summer, everybody's excited, energized to come back in. Obviously with the new head coach, everybody's obviously out to prove something, but I think everybody's mentality is there in the right spot where we know it's a team effort, and we're really going to have to come together and make a statement this year. Just with obviously a lot of new faces, new head coach, but in the direction that we're going, I'm really excited and looking forward to the season.
So Jacob, what do you hope to see from your squad this season?
What I'm hoping to see is really just putting in all the hard work. Everything else after that will take care of itself. As long as we put in the right steps, the right amount of work, the right effort, mentality is all there. Everything else will take care of itself. So I'm really, really excited for conference, obviously, to kick off, regular season as well. But it's just really, really, it's obviously my last year, so it's going to be a fun ride. But I think for everybody, especially as well, it's just really going to be fun to see what we can do and what we can prove to everybody else and the conference.
Coach, so you're no stranger to the NAIA, as you were head coach at Lyon College and had significant success with the Scots. What philosophies and experiences do you hope to bring to Grandview from your time at Lyon?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, honestly, my philosophy is kind of every group is different. And, in order to make the best possible season, and the season is short, you have to kind of learn quickly about each individual player, like what can they do on the field, what are they like as people, et cetera, et cetera. The one thing I've been really impressed with, which has stood out for me, is just there's a lot of good people here. I mean, I wouldn't say that there's anybody who's, a difficult personality. I mean, we all know 18 to 23-year-olds can have different challenges, but this is a kind of all for one type group, very receptive to new ideas. And to be honest, I think that it's early. I mean, this is our third training session, and I'm still trying to figure them out, but I think that their willingness to be open and adaptable and learn new concepts is something that can take us to some pretty cool places. The group at Lyon was a lot different players, different personalities. Growing with them was a great experience, and seeing what they could do when they grew together and what we were able to achieve there. But for me, this group is dialed in, great strength of character, great mentality, and I'm really excited to be working with them.
So you have a bit of a Des Moines derby on your schedule this year when you take on NCAA Division I Drake. What do you
Yeah.
hope to see from your squad in that game and your other non-conference matches?
Yeah, I mean, the Drake coach is new as well, so that was pretty cool. I mean, us being the only two college soccer programs in Des Moines, I think it was a no-brainer for us to rearrange this game. I think what I'm looking for is, we have a few friendlies before that, and hopefully we can get down the way that we want to play by that game. And to be honest, I'm just looking for a spectacle. I think we'll have a lot of people out there. I think it will be a pretty cool experience for college soccer area.
So let's talk about your team. Outside of Jacob, who are some key players you hope step up this season for your squad?
Yeah, I mean, Jacob obviously is a fantastic player, great leader. I'm very lucky to be able to have inherited him. I mean, especially being in the position he's in, being at the back. I mean, you couldn't really hope for a better player just to fall into your lap. I've really liked McCray Tuma. He was an academy player from Minnesota United. He's a freshman. He's about 6'4". He's been a great player, and he'll only get better and better and better. Jake's brother, Lucas Gutierrez, slightly different player from Jake, but he is, he's fit, he's smooth, he's intelligent, he can take up different spaces, he's attentive, and just very good all-around player as well. Another one who's, and we've got a lot of good players, but I'm just naming a few, and another one that's really impressed me is freshman Gustav Jacobsen from Denmark. Very clean, technically, tactically. I mean, he's in great positions. He's so smart. I mean, you could tell he's trained at such a high level. He does all the little things perfectly. And he was the fittest guy in camp as well, too. So those are some 4 guys that I would say right off the bat that I've been like, okay, these guys are rock stars, and then we have a whole complimentary cast as well, too, of good to very good players. So it's exciting to see how it all kind of pieces itself together.
Great. So back to you, Jacob. Where are you from and how did you make your way to Grandview?
So I'm actually from around the Des Moines area. I'm actually from Urbandale, Iowa. So I kind of came, I've known Blair for a long time. I made the connection going to all the camps as a kid. My dad played there as well as my uncle. So he kind of knew about my family. So it was obviously nice to make my way there. I went to a different university beforehand, University of Vermont, but made my way back here, and I just enjoyed my time. Obviously, being close with family, I've always been a person that's very close with my family, so being able to play in front of them, play in front of us, obviously my friends I've grown up with as well, playing with people as well that I've grown up with, being at Grandview as well. It's just been a real experience I never expected, but I'm glad I've kind of made this journey for myself, and just get to experience all these different things that I never thought I would experience.
So Jacob, the heart value student athlete, student first. What is your major and what are some of your career goals after your Grandview soccer career is over?
Yeah, so I actually just finished up my undergrad in business administration with a concentration in marketing. Working towards my master's currently in organizational leadership. Hopefully, once my soccer career ends, hopefully working in any type of business related with marketing, obviously, but definitely like to be in a team-oriented setting, working with people, constantly communicating, and just being busy. That's one of my biggest things, is not to get stuck at a desk 24/7, for 8 hours a day. Me, it's always, I need to be on the move. So hopefully that will be my future, but you never know what the future holds. So those are definitely my goals.
So one more question for you, Jacob. What has
Yeah.
the experience been like for you playing for Grandview, and what will you remember most?
The experience for playing for Grandview is it's almost indescribable to say, just because there's so much to talk about, and I think you may miss some things, but it's just been an overall great experience playing with, all of my teammates and, past and present, as well as different coaches. It's just been a great experience, college life as well, on the campus. The thing I think I'll miss the most, or I'll remember the most, is definitely the bus rides. Just team bonding and all that sense. They may seem terrible sometimes with all the long journeys that we may take, but looking back on it, it's always a blessing to just hang out with those guys and get to know everybody from all around the world, and just get to know and make lifelong friends.
Coach, we're asking each head coach this same question. What is the first thing that comes to mind when you hear Heart of America Athletic Conference soccer?
It's without a doubt the best conference in the country. And I think if you ask any NAI coach, they'd say the same thing. I think if they gave you a different answer, they were lying to themselves, or they're disillusioned. And I think we all know that. And for me, it's just a pleasure to be able to compete in this conference. I'm a competitive guy. I love that the level's so high. I love coaching competitive guys, and I think that there's no better joy than being in I tell the guys, I mean, you can't replace the feeling from competition. And as you get older, I think that's why I became a coach, was just almost, I felt like there's a void in my life almost, and I think that every game's going to be a battle. Every game is gonna be just an absolute grind, and our goal is always to compete at Grandview and to compete for trophies, and that's what every sport here does, and I can't wait to get in this conference and show them what we got.
So Coach Groves and Jacob, thank you for your time today, and good luck this season.
Thank you.